Hi guys, welcome back. I'm here with Gabriel Howearth. My name is Cliff, and we are here to talk about how the different plants are related to each other and how that will impact my gardening or your gardening experience. So Gabriel, please go ahead and just give us a little breakdown of how the plants are related and how this will help us.
Okay, I'll explain in a couple minutes. Get a little bit of botany in the gardening to understand the simple relationships, and then I'll get into why. But let's look at how who's related to who for a minute. Now, I'll start with onions. Since we're sitting right in front of onions. These are green onions. Now, onions are in the family called the liliales. Little Latin, but mainly English. Liliales will be onions and garlic and aloes and agaves and lilies and tulips and yuccas and asparagus. They're all kind of all related. Actually, it's hard to imagine. They're all monocotyledons. When you say monocotyledons, it means when they come out of the ground, it's one leaf. When they have dicotyledons, it means two leaves when they come up from the ground. I'll explain what dicotyledons are next. But of the monocotyledons, those are the most important ones. There are many other things. Grasses, I'll also mention it briefly. Grasses are a monocotyledon. Tecoma liliales is related to bamboo and sugarcane and all those guys. People don't think of bamboo as just a giant grass, but it's a grass. So that's the monocotyledons. Now in dicotyledons, actually, let's not mention one more monocotyledon thing that's from monocotyledons. That's bananas. In the moose, they call it gingerbread ale. Ginger ale is ginger, it's turmeric, it's cardamom, it's galangal, it's bird of paradise, it's heliconia, traveler's palm, and bananas. So that's monocotyledons. Now, on dicotyledons, we got relationships. Let's go to the basil. Basil is in the family of labials. Labials is mints. You got spearmint and peppermint, all those guys. You got thyme, you got rosemary, you got lavender, you got oregano. You got sesame. They're all related. Interesting. They look at that lower lip. They got that kind of tubular flower look, like snapdragons and foxgloves and all those guys. Now on the other group I'll mention is the lettuces. And then I got one more big one for here. That's mostly what's here. Lettuces is in the family of the Asteraceae, which is mainly flowers. You got zinnias, you got marigolds, you got, all those Asteraceae, sunflowers. You got sunroots, which I call sunroots and sunchoke, and all those guys. And you got chicory and dandelion, they're all in that family too. So then, in the one that's probably the most important for here is called the brassicales. Brassicales would be your kale, it would be your cauliflower, it would be your broccoli, it would be your cabbage. It would be your mustard greens. All those guys are all brassicales. Now the final one I mention is called solanails. Solanails is your eggplants, it's your tomatoes, it's your peppers, it's your tobacco. For now, that's good. And the reason I'm mentioning this stuff all together is that when you're looking for nutrients to feed plants, because a lot of these, that'd be overview, say you want to give most of that family will like the same nutrients, almost the same amount of water, little variation, but nutrient-wise, almost always the same. And so you're looking for something so if you want to try something different in that family's doing so well, so then you want to find other crops out of that family that do well. You spread diversity that way. You're learning what grows good.
That's interesting. So if I heard you right, certain groups of plants will grow better than other families of plants.
Yeah.
And then once you figure out what family grows well in your region, then you can propagate different types of that family and create diversity in that way.
Because say you're in Oregon, I'll just mention that. Say you're in Oregon, and then you find that the lamiales, the mint family, and then the roses, which is apples and pears, all things. So each climate has 5 or 6 different plant families that usually do really well. And here is because of high sulfur in the soil and the calcium. That's why you have such good brassicales.
Okay.
So that gives you an idea, indicator.
Wow, that's very fascinating. Well, thank you very much, Gabriel. That's really good to know, and that's definitely going to help us on our experience. Make sure you subscribe and click here to get Gabriel's Secrets to Gardening. Thank you. Bye bye.